Welcome back to the Junk Room, everybody. It's me, the Junk Man, here to talk to you. Today's Monday, so what does that mean? A random Star Wars figure of the day. So, before we get started with that, as always, if you want to support this channel, head over to patreon.com. Just for $2 a month or more if you like, you can support this channel and get early access to videos, behind the scenes, chat with other fans of the show, including myself. I answer all posts there, and outtakes, whatever else. Lots of things going on over at the Patreon fan page. So if you want to support this channel, all the money goes back into making this better than it is. I know what you're thinking. How can this get any better? Well, with your support this year, I got lights, a mic, and a new desk. Remember when I used to sit on that little plastic desk almost on the floor? Thanks to Patreon, we got this bad boy. Anyway, you're not here to hear me beg for money or support. You're here to talk a random Star Wars figure of the week. So who are we going to talk about this week? Well, first up, it's not going to be about this guy, the Rancor Keeper. Don't call him Towelhead or some people on Twitter will get upset, because we have already reviewed him. So, and it's not going to be about this guy, everyone's favorite lunch, the Gamorrean Guard, because I believe we've already covered him. So who else is left for us to talk about? This bad boy right here, the Rancor! Now I know what you're thinking. Now no, Junkman, that is not an action figure. That falls under the creature category. Why are we reviewing him on the action figures? Truth is, I just want to talk to you about him. But you're right. To me, he falls under a creature like the Wampa, the Dewback, the Tauntaun. However, to make you feel better while we're calling him a figure today, it does call him a figure on the box. So what can I say about the Rancor? He's amazing looking. First, he's a really good size. He stands tall over the figures, and he's menacing. He has a little trigger on his back right here so you can work his mouth. And you can actually put a figure in there. Look at that. That is amazing. I'll spin it around so the other camera can see the side. It's a very good looking figure, creature, whatever one you want to call it. For this video, we're going to call it a figure. Again, that's what the box says. Now, one problem is with his open mouth, a lot of Jawas and Ewok has fallen. See, he almost ate a hat. See, he almost ate hat. Don't call it a towel, or you might upset the wards. Okay. He gets a lot of stuff stuck in his throat. I've talked to a lot of you guys out there that had Jawas and Ewoks shoved down his throat. And look, he has no shithole, so you're not going to get him out. But he's really good at holding his tail. Look at that. No Rancor! No Rancor! Down, boy! Down, boy! The Rancor. Finishing with a face only a mother could love. But I love this Rancor. Let me put him here so the other camera can see him really good. Now, you have to kind of use his hand to prop him up real good, but it still looks really good. But as I had it earlier, you can actually put a figure under him, and that will hold him up also. Look at that. But let me show the camera all the way. Let me show the camera the back of him. The lever right here is kind of worked into his ridges, so it kind of hides the trigger, which is a nice little touch. The tail here kind of has a weird huge shape. Kind of works as a handle. Look at that. Really makes it good when you want to play Rancor.
Rancor, where have you been, Rancor? You got out of your pen, and you didn't have your security brace on.
Ah! You die, you son of a bitch! A lot of fun, even in your 40s. So, how did you get this Rancor figure? Let me put him back over here so the camera can see him really good. How about that? We'll put him right here. Get him really good and messy for the camera. Oh, I love how he's got his hand holding ready to eat now. Get in there, you big old pig. Ah, screw it. No. So how did you get the Rancor Keeper? Released in 1984 in the Return of the Jedi line. Sadly, they didn't cross over to the Power of the Force. Now, he was available in the Tri-Logo box, but the Rancor Keeper is by far one of the best creatures, action figures, whatever you want to call them, in the Return of the Jedi line. Anyone collecting figures, I know, creature, has to have this in their collection. So how much will this Rancor run you on the secondary market? Well, according to eBay, you can usually pick them up for around $30 or $40. Seen a lot of them hit eBay with a broken arm. So that's, of course, going to be a lot cheaper. So make sure the arms are good. Read the description is really good. Maybe even contact the buyer before buying one. Make sure the arm works. Because not only do they fall off, I've seen some people glue them back, and you can't tell in a picture if it's been glued. Again, the only problem I really have with the Rancor is people shoving stuff down his mouth. Maybe they should have put in the instructions. Maybe they should have put a little blockage way back there so you wouldn't put stuff in his mouth. See, it goes down. Let's see what camera's better for that. Rancor, Rancor, Rancor. But that's the Rancor. He even has ears. Can you believe that? They even gave the Rancor ears. Who knew the Rancor had ears? Now, he looks like a big old piece of poop, kind of, but he's amazing. I still love this figure, and I just wanted to talk about him. I know we try to stick to the action figure line, but I did talk about the trash monster in one of my earlier videos for Monday, so I figured it was okay to talk about the Rancor. Now, he's got some, looks like some kind of warts and stuff all over his arm, but he's really great detail. Kenner really did their job with this. It's a really great figure. I think I've said that 1,000 times. Not really sure what else I can say about it because there's not really any cute, cool backstory, anything. Again, I wish they kind of blocked his mouth off, but then maybe it'd be harder for it to work. But it looks really good. You know, I have him, you know, you can even display him like that. Look at that. The thing is, most figures will not fit in him, but if you lose a Jawa or a lightsaber or a gun or the Grimornian Guard's axe in his belly, you're going to be doing this all night long. I mean, it's just hard as my grandpa used to put a guitar pick in his in the hole of the guitar. But anyway, we got a little late video today. And like I said, this is the 1984. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, but Junkman, Return of the Jedi came out in 83. So isn't he a 1983 action figure, creature? No, he actually was released a year after Return of the Jedi. Great looking figure, great details, great size. They really did good. You didn't want him too big, you know, hard to play with. I think they did a really good size. I wish he came with some kind of bone or something, maybe to put in his hand, kind of, you know, like they had in the movie, maybe the shove in his mouth. That would be kind of a little neat little add-on. But I can't really complain or say much about this because it's just a great looking figure. Now, before I go, I want to give a big shout out to Jeremy Fine, who did some art of me, the Junkman. Look at this. Isn't that cool? Anyway, if you're a fan of art, check out Jeremy Fine's Twitter at JeremyFine427. He does a lot of great art. Better than this one. This one's great, but he does a lot of better ones. He even has one of Remo Williams. So anyone that's a fan of Remo Williams, enough to do art, is somebody I'm a fan of also, because Remo Williams is one of the best 80 movies, and I'm still waiting for that second adventure. Anyway, thank you for watching. Again, if you want to support this channel, patreon.com or StarWarsJunk.net to buy some cool t-shirts. We'll be back very soon with another video. Come on, Rancor, let's go to Grandma's.
Thank you, sir, for that unsolicited testimony.